Right then guys, it's PSL here and I'm here for part 3 in my series on Grand Prix Manager 2. Now one thing I want to say straight off the bat is, I know the previous 2 episodes have been quite long and full of explanation. Well, I've pretty much explained everything in this game, so hopefully we're going to make lots of progress in this episode. So just as a reminder, Drivers' Championship, Rubens Barrichello. There was a time when he was joint leading the championship. He's now joint 6th actually with Michael Schumacher, which is pretty impressive. And you've got Martin Brundle in 9th, just behind Heinz-Harald Frentzen, and in fact ahead of both McLaren drivers. Constructors' Championship, we're 7 points behind Ferrari, but we're in the top 4. That's all we need this season. We got double the points of Sauber and over double the points of McLaren. And then of course, just to go onto the calendar, we've done 5 of the 16 races, and I do hope to finish the entire 1996 season, hopefully by the end of episode 5, because I'm going to have to do a lot of seasons. I don't know whether I'll do all 10 seasons of this career mode, but I certainly plan to do 4 or 5. I don't know, but yeah, so we're going to try and speed through the rest of the 1996 season, because really it's the future seasons that I'm looking forward to when the whole grid changes. So that's that really. So sponsors, do we need to do anything there? No, we don't. I think some sponsors' contracts are expiring at the end of this race. And actually one thing to note is we have attracted, as you can see in the interest, some $4 sponsors, which is good because they'll give us more money, and that's really what we need. I mean, we've only got $600,000. I think we started the season with about $6 million or over $5 million. So yeah, our financial situation isn't looking too great. Hopefully Marlboro and Camel can help us out there. Anyway, as I've already said, our financial situation isn't looking too great, so I'm going to, just to play it safe, take out a loan. So if we can visit the bank. The problem is because we don't have a lot of money, we won't be able to borrow a lot. $151,000, that should get us by, hopefully. And obviously then we're going to have to pay that over the course of 32 months. So, or 32 races actually, yes, divided by races, not months. So yeah, so we got $750,000, which is good because we need to go testing. Because I've been informed that, well, we've had quite a few issues with reliability and just generally drivers not finishing sessions. So even if it says driver error, apparently that's not strictly the case. Or at the very least, if you do car improvements testing, then that can help reduce the chance of driver error. Apparently, that's what I've been informed in the comments. It makes no sense to me, but we do need to improve our reliability, because we can just about finish on the edge of the points, but oh, we've still got a wet Imola setup on. Well, it doesn't really matter what setup we got on for the time being, so we'll do 50 laps of Barrichello and 50 with Brundle and car improvements. Hopefully that should improve reliability. I know they say we need more testing, but I can't really afford to do much more testing right now, because I've got to spend another $100,000 to refit worn parts. So we're going to do that. I don't even have enough money to spy on someone. Well, I have the money, but I don't want to spend it because it will be such a large chunk. So we need a Monaco setup, and I think we're all good to go. Right then, so Martin Brundle has just started his flying qualifying lap, going up the hill now, and obviously on the do or die qualifying instruction. As you can see though, full wet track conditions, so it really is similar to Monaco 1996 all of a sudden. So where is Brundle? I've lost him already. Okay, there he is. Right, okay, going towards the Lowe's hairpin. Okay, so I'll just speed up through this because I don't... Actually, hang on, he's coming up behind... that must be a 40 actually, yes, the only other team that's yellow. So hopefully that 40 doesn't block him. Who is it actually? That is Andrea Montemini. Hopefully he doesn't hold up Brundle. No, I think Brundle's just about going to get a clean lap in. Going around the last couple of corners. Will Brundle take pole position? Will he be... Well, no, he won't be the qualifying lap record, but will he take pole position? Who knows? Yes, wow! Wow, oh wow, and he did it by 4 seconds from Gerhard Berger. Astonishing. Rubens Barrichello now, he's coming across the start-finish line, and what did he do? Oh, Barrichello lost out by just less than 1/10 of a second, but still, that's dominant qualifying pace if ever I've seen it, and in wet conditions as well. That's brilliant. And so there we go, qualifying ended, and look at that, that is astonishing. I mean, the 15th and below didn't even make it within 107%. That's absolutely astonishing, so that means Padoa, Lamy and Jos Verstappen all won't be taking part in the race, but I mean that just shows just how overpowered the do-or-die qualifying instruction is. I mean, Brundle on pole, Barrichello second, everyone else not even close. Right then, so here we are on the race strategy screen, and as you can see, a 2-stop strategy for today's event, and I've just realised that's exactly what I say in my F1 2016 videos, but yeah, no, 2-stop strategy. As you can see, the dry tyres in practice, because it was a dry practice, they were long gone, 31 laps, and they were dead. I think Martin Brundle actually had a tyre blowout, and he retired from practice, which was unfortunate. So yeah, it would be a 3-stop strategy if it was in the dry, but as you can see, Barrichello says it's raining steadily. So it will be a 2-stop strategy. Hopefully that will work, because look, even on do-or-die qualifying instruction, pushing as hard as they can, they still did about 1% wear a lap, so should easily be able to, I mean, arguably we could do a 1-stop, but I'm not risking that. That seems a bit too adventurous. We'll do a 2-stop, and yeah, I think that's everything set up, so we'll head on into the race, with a formation lap firstly. So, David Coulthard stalls, and we'll start the race from the pit lane. I don't know where he qualified, but he would have been reasonably high up, so... Okay, so that's one less car to worry about in the meantime. Right, okay, so it's both Jordans, now I think it's both Benetton's, then it's a Ferrari behind. I assume that's Michael Schumacher. In fact, the other Ferraris are way back, actually. Yeah, they're quite spread out, and of course it's Mika Hakkinen, who's in 6th place, I think, or was he in 7th? It's difficult to tell on this, really. So we're just waiting for the final 40, which will be, I'm trying to think, is that Montemini? I think that's Montemini. I'm pretty certain he's the one who made it within I'm pretty certain he's the one who wasn't in the bottom 3 in qualifying. So we've got David Coulthard starting from the pit lane, but both Jordans on the front row as the lights are out, and away we go, and look at that! We've got Barrichello who's dropped down to 3rd place. That means there's a Benetton who's jumped us, and that is Gerhard Berger is now separating our 2 drivers. So we've still got Martin Brundle leading and doing a very good job at it. So let's head on to the TV camera. Yep, it's Brundle from Berger, Barrichello, Michael Schumacher, Jean Alesi and Mika Hakkinen. Fisichella's retired already, and we've still got David Coulthard in last place. Oh, Jean Alesi, a 10-second penalty. Oh wow, Jean Alesi's down to 13th place, 10-second penalty, I don't know what for. Okay, that's good actually. The main people we've got to watch out for, they're dropping like flies. Coulthard's still at the back, Alesi's had a penalty, so really all we got to watch out for is Gerhard Berger. And where is Michael Schumacher actually? Let's find out. So there's Brundle from Berger, from Barrichello, Schumacher, Hakkinen, Damon Hill and Jacques Villeneuve, all in a massive group right next to each other. So the top 7 are all really close to each other, and then it's Heinz Frentzen way back. So in fact, Barrichello's not keeping up to his teammate or Gerhard Berger actually, so pressure's on, but it looks like at the moment unless we do something stupid or get unlucky, we will probably finish inside the top 7. Oh, that's it. Well, Gerhard Berger's in the pits. Yep, Gerhard Berger has entered the pits. Michael Schumacher down in 9th. A change in weather. Oh, the rain has got heavier. Gerhard Berger's in the pits. Schumacher has already been into the pits, that's why he's in 9th place. So Jordan 1-2 once again. I think that was Hakkinen pitting in the same time as us. So we need to fit on, don't mess this up, it's 26 laps worth of fuel. Yep, so that's going to be a long pit stop actually to fit on 26 laps worth of fuel. Yep, 13.1 seconds. Okay, so Brundle's staying out there, he's got the extra lap, you know, with his car running on fumes. So hopefully that means he should be able to protect his first place. I mean, that's quite ambitious, but I mean, it's possible, so who knows. There's going to be another 12.5 second pit stop, and he's going to emerge. Still out in the lead? Still out in the lead? Hang on, where is he? There's Martin Brundle, Montemini, Damon Hill in second, he's way behind. In fact, I mean, Damon Hill, I don't even know how he's emerged in second. Last time I saw he was in, like, 6th. Then it's Hakkinen, Barrichello, Gerhard Berger's all the way back there. What's happened there? Well, anyway, regardless, at the moment, 1st and 4th, genuinely 1st and 4th, that's pretty impressive. We've still got Coulthard down in 14th, Alesi in 12th, so yeah, I mean, Coulthard stalling and Alesi's penalty, that's completely ruined their races. And in fact, Barrichello's just moved down to 5th, so, I mean, still, we've still got Brundle in contention for the race win. Barrichello's dropping rapidly as now Michael Schumacher has got by. But still, 1st and 7th, that's pretty good. And I think Michael Schumacher's doing a 2-stop, or no way, 3-stop strategy. Gerhard Berger might well be as well. So, you know, Barrichello's not out of it just yet. Oh. The game just told me that the track is drying, so... Well, I don't know what to do here. I mean, I've only just really worked out how this game works, or how a race weekend works on this game. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm assuming I'll get a message telling me that the track is dry at some point. I'm assuming so. Well, let me just check. I mean, okay, there's Brundle. I mean, if the people behind him suddenly pit, then I'll know what to do. Well, in fact, I mean, look at the train Brundle's holding up. It's quite ridiculous, actually. I mean, good old Monaco, you can't overtake. And I mean, look at this. I mean, Barrichello's been overtaken by a couple of people. Schumacher's now back behind him because well, Schumacher pitted, because I think he was doing a 2-stop strategy. No, a 3-stop strategy. But I mean, who knows now? Because yeah, because the track's drying. So, do you know what oh, right, the game's glitching out. That doesn't mean anything. Right, we got people pitting. Well, Frenson's pitting. Okay. Brundle's pulled away from Damon Hill. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just leave them out there. I mean, Barrichello's meant to come in on lap 52, Martin Brundle lap 53, so, I mean, it still says the track's drying, not that it's dry, so hopefully in 3 laps time it will be perfectly dry, hopefully. It keeps telling me Schumacher's driving hard, and yeah, I keep forgetting about that. I'm sorry about that screen that keeps popping up. That's part of the reason I never particularly bothered with a race weekend on this game, because that kept happening. So, still no message, still no one, I think, coming into the pits. Where's Brundle? Yeah, Brundle's pulling out away from Damon Hill. That's what's confusing me. And then every time that screen pops up, that's still okay. Still, the track is drying. I think this is the lap Barrichello's coming in. I think so. Yeah, so Barrichello's in. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna fit him on dry tyres. Hope for the best. I maybe could. Actually, no. I was gonna say I could leave Brundle out, but I can't because he's got no fuel. So, we'll fill Barrichello up to the end of the race because, well, I mean, the tyres won't make it to the end of the race anyway. Do you know what? Well, actually, they will, but they'll have about 10% of their life left. So, Well, I know, because Barrichello's still saying he needs a wet weather setup. Well, the track's drying. I'm going to stick him out on dry tyres. We had a problem with the tyres. This hurt our pit stop time. Fantastic. I don't know whether that's just a random chance or whether because I'm trying to fit on the wrong tyres, but... what can I do? What can I do? Right, so... Hang on, is there a way to find out... Was that just Barrichello saying the tyres seemed wrong? Yeah, I think Barrichello's saying that... Well, no, because now Martin Brundle's saying that we need a dry weather setup. No, I think it is time for dry tyres. Even if it isn't, it's going to be very soon. So there's 20... Hang on, did I underfill Barrichello by a lap? I think I did. I underfilled Barrichello by a lap. Oops, okay. Actually, yeah, okay, so 25 laps of Brundle, while I put in 25 laps of Barrichello. So, right, is there a way to conserve fuel? Not particularly. Unless, is that fuel? Oh no, hang on. Oh, this stupid screen, why is it doing that? Yeah, save your fuel. That's what we want, save your fuel. So, if Barrichello can conserve fuel, that'll be good. That screen is driving me mad. The track is dry. Okay, I think we've rectified the situation here. I think actually, yeah, everyone's coming into the pits right now. Right, or I tell you what we should do. We should probably tell Barrichello and Brundle to ease off of their tyres. I think that was a Sauber had a penalty there. Irvine's out of the race. Okay, so at the moment, it's Brundle from Barrichello from Hakkinen, Schumacher, Hill, Berger. Okay, hang on. In track position turns, there's Martin Brundle. Barrichello's all the way back there, and then there's Mika Hakkinen. So actually, quite a massive gap has opened up all of a sudden. Right, I think we can just cruise home to the end of the race now. Yeah, if we just tell Martin Brundle and Barrichello easy on the tyres, if we just tell them that, hopefully... Hang on, Barrichello is that... Okay, everybody's retiring now, but save your fuel... Yeah, save your fuel, that's... What were we telling I think we were telling Barrichello to use loads of fuel then. Well, it's because the screen was glitched now, I couldn't read the messages. Right, okay. Yep, I think we've got this all sorted. Barrichello might run out of fuel before the end. I'm telling him to conserve. Hopefully he will. Well, do you know what? Let's just go forward to the end of the race. But at the moment, Brundle looks like he's going to easily win. Barrichello, if he can make the fuel last, should take second quite comfortably. Damon Hill has retired. Gerhard Berger's setting lap record after lap record. But at the moment... Oh, Villeneuve's now back in the points. He's the championship leader. I think he is anyway. I think... Or is he actually? Actually, now I say that, I think he is, but I'm not confident on it. But yeah, 10 laps left to go. What could possibly go wrong? The race has ended. Right, okay. Is it because we hit the 2-hour time limit? But either way, that's a Jordan 1-2. Unbelievable. Brundle, Barrichello, Hakkinen, Schumacher, Berger, Villeneuve. David Coulthard, his race was destroyed by stalling on the grid. Jean Alesi had a penalty. Did we hit the 2-hour time limit? Yeah, we did. We hit the 2-hour time limit, so... Wow. wow. A 1-2 for Jordan. Yes. Brilliant. Absolutely. Okay, Drivers' Championship. Yeah, Jacques Villeneuve is leading it, but Barrichello's only 2 points behind. What if I win the championship this year? I wasn't expecting that, but of course I've never managed a race weekend before, but... Constructors' Championship, we're joint top. Oh no, we're not, we're 2 points behind, but... We were 4th heading into that race, and now we're 2nd. Unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is sponsors. We need to get some sponsor contracts because we're down to not a lot of money. I don't know if you can get in debt on this game. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, if you're allowed to be overdrawn. but I don't think I ever have, so I don't know, and I don't really want to chance it. So it doesn't matter, because as you can see, Marlboro and Camel, they pay way more per sponsor slot than Mold 7 and Elf do. So that's good. And once Shell and Canon, once their sponsor contracts have ran out, then we can put Mold 7 and Elf in there, and then yeah, we'll be fine financially. So it's just this tricky period where, you know, finances are a bit but once we got some decent sponsors on board, which we're certainly on our way to doing, money shouldn't be an issue. And also, one thing to note is if we do get Renault engines or Mercedes or Ferrari, they will give us those engines for free. So yeah, we'll be home and dry by that point. Right, so Barrichello starting his qualifying lap, as you can see, going around the first couple of corners. Oh, thankfully Ricardo Rossa has got out of the way for Martin Brundle. I told Martin Brundle to do or die, yes I have. So I was worried, I thought I'd screwed over Martin Brundle's qualifying there, because yeah, Ricardo Rosset was in front, but he's gone into the pits. Okay, so coming round the last corner right now, Rubens Barrichello, will he break the qualifying lap record around the circuit to Catalonia? And yes he has, by over 2 seconds. Now we got Martin Brundle, he's coming around the last corner, and will he beat his teammate Rubens Barrichello? No he won't. So the race winner for Monaco, 4 tenths off. Right then, so I've sorted out a race strategy, a 2-stop strategy is what I've decided. And, well, I mean, it is wet weather conditions, and I'm doing a 2-stop purely because, well, in my limited experience with this game, I know that the wet weather tyres get less wear per lap than the dry tyres do. So, I mean, normally it's like 1, maybe if you're unlucky, 2% wear per lap, and I mean, Catalonia is quite a short lap, so I'm hoping it will only be, it'll be minimal wear. Hopefully, I mean, I've got a wet weather setup on. I'm kind of expecting Barrichello to retire because he had a unknown retirement from the race warm-up. Hopefully that won't be the case. So the formation lap. In fact, actually, Martin Brundle's got no wear in his tyres because, of course, well, he didn't even do the formation lap. And, yeah, lights are out and away we go. And Barrichello is miles ahead of everyone else. Yeah, he is. I mean, we've still got Martin Brundle still stationary, still stationary, still stationary. He's got to wait for the arrows to go by. And, well, take your time, Martin. Jeez. Wow, okay, but still, we still got Barrichello leading and Martin Brundle in, I assume, 19th place, I think? 19th place, yes, 19th place. And in fact, Fisichella up into 14th, so he's doing alright. But, one thing I did notice is that on the formation lap, Barrichello accumulated 6% tyre wear. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. Villeneuve with a 10-second penalty. Alright, okay. Well, if it's anything like Monaco, we can rule Jacques Villeneuve out. Johnny Herbert's retired again. Hang on, what was that? Jacques Villeneuve is out of the race. Well, I mean, I know Villeneuve had a 10-second penalty, but, wow, that's really early. Coulthard, Fisichella, Deniz, all in the pits right now. So, okay, the rain's got heavier, that's good. I don't care, as long as it still stays raining. Fisichella is out. Everybody's retiring. Mika Salo is now out. And Martin Brundle is not in last place. And that's only because Jos Verstappen has pitted. But lots of people have pitted in very early. Gerhard Berger hasn't, Eddie Irvine hasn't, neither has Michael Schumacher. I don't know about Hakkinen, but I don't think he has as well. And if he has, he's been able to catch back up to the pack reasonably quickly. So, yeah, we got Barrichello leading by a couple of seconds. Brundle's now overtaking Katayama. But yeah, I think the action has died down a bit, so I think Barrichello's coming in this lap. Yeah, the same lap as Hakkinen, Schumacher and Panis, or maybe it's a lap later, who knows, but it's still raining. Oh yeah, the tyres can easily do a 2-stop, we can easily manage that, so another 22 laps worth of fuel. I don't want to accidentally underfill Barrichello by a lap like I did the previous race. 10.9 seconds. Actually, we never found out if I would have destroyed Barrichello's race, because of course we didn't do all 78 laps. So who knows whether Barrichello will have fuel saved enough. But Brundle should be coming into the pits right now. Brian Brundle, he's I don't really see him. That was more bad luck. That was Rubens Barrichello retiring there, I just saw. It's pointless carrying on this race now, to be honest. Absolutely pointless carrying it on. So, yeah, 10.8 seconds. Barrichello's retired. We'll find out why at the end of the race. Well, this race has been completely nutsly boring. Martin Brundle cannot get past Pedro Diniz. David Coulthard's retired. Alright, so that means we've beaten him. But all I've really seen is Schumacher and Hakkinen at the front. That's... Honestly, you could have fooled me. This might as well be 1998, because that's all I've seen is Schumacher and Hakkinen. Martin Brundle up into 10th, unless we get more retirements. There's no way we're going to finish in the points, even if we pass Diniz, which we have done, only because Diniz has retired. So is Katayama. Do you know what? At this rate of retirements, we could still score a point. We need 3 more people to retire. It's not going to happen, though. But Eddie Irvine coming into the pits when there's about 2 laps left to go. But still, actually, we finished right up behind Jean Alesi, so that's... I would say that's an achievement, but considering basically no one finished the race, that's not really... It's not really much an achievement. But yeah, the Spanish Grand Prix was Schumacher from Hakkinen, Berger, Olivier Panis, Frentzen and Irvine. So, you know, credit to Panis and Frentzen. Right, but what I've been dying to find out is, I bet you it will say Barrichello retired due to an unknown reason, I bet you. No, spun off. Spun off. That's not the first time he's done that. Barrichello, honestly, I don't know why I've kept him for next year. Because I love Barrichello, in real life, a brilliant driver, but he's got to be the worst driver in this series, honestly. So far, he's been diabolical. He can't stay on the track to save his life. I mean, granted, there was wet weather conditions, but I mean, the only other people who crashed were Fisichella, Katayama and Diniz, so, you know, hardly sporting greats there. Oh, and this is typical, isn't it? It's the Let's Play curse, because as we all know, games, the second you record a game, it acts weird. It's just a fact. It's happened in way too many people's YouTube videos, and Uko Katayama will miss the next race. And I said it's extremely rare that this happens, and we've had 2 in half a season. So, any other news? No. No, not really any other interesting news, no. So, we're making money. Yes, we made about $700,000 that race, actually. But Martin Brundle coming down the start, finish straight, and is he going to beat the qualifying lap record? That hasn't happened so far today, but it has now. Martin Brundle has beaten the qualifying lap record by little over 2 seconds. Coming down the start, finish straight once again. Will he beat the qualifying lap record? Will he beat Martin Brundle? But crucially, just can he get onto the front row? Well, he hasn't beaten Martin Brundle, but he's got onto the front row, 3 tenths behind. But I mean, look at our guys. They're in the high 125s. Then there's both Ferraris, and they're in the 128s. And yeah, that should be the end of the session. Just end that early because, well, everyone set a lap time. And it's looking like it could be an all dry... Well, hopefully it's just a dry Grand Prix. I mean, practice was dry. Qualifying's been dry so far. So... yeah, in fact, okay, so it's Montemini, Collard and Pedro Lamy who all will not be taking part in qualifying. In fact, Collard... Hang on, when did Collard get in a race seat? I mean, of course, he replaced Mika Salo that one time. Oh yeah, I've just looked up and Uko Katayama was driving for Tyrrell in 1996. So there seems to be some kind of disease going around in the Tyrrell garage because Mika Salo was out 1 race with an illness. Now Uko Katayama is. Just hopefully Collard doesn't, because last time Collard... Actually no, Collard... I was about to say, last time Collard raced for Tyrrell, he was amazing, but no, he won't be racing because he didn't qualify within 107%. Right, one thing I've noticed, I thought it was a little bit weird that there's no Martin Brundle on the fastest lap screen, but he's not there at all. I can't select him, can't see him, so I don't know. I don't know what's happened to Martin Brundle. I don't know. He qualified. I mean, we only brought 2 cars to this race, but he didn't wreck his car because he had a successful qualifying session. So Martin Brundle, for no reason whatsoever, will not be taking part in the race, seemingly. Which is a shame, because he got pole position, so... I don't know at this point, I really don't know. Right then, so I've sorted out a race strategy. We're going to be pitting every 23 laps, which is going to be a stretch, because look at tyre set 1. They did 28 laps, and they've only got 8% of their life left. And in fact, actually, the first set of tyres will be doing 24 laps, because they got to do the formation lap as well. Unless Barrichello stalls on the grid, which would be really, really nice if he did that. But I still don't know what's happened to Brundle. Do the formation lap. Anyone stalled? Jos Verstappen couldn't really care less. He's not a rival. He's not Barrichello. Hang on. Okay? So Martin Brundle isn't in this race. Categorically, he isn't, for whatever reason. But is Barrichello going to start in the second grid slot? Because it says he is in the bottom left. Yeah. That's so strange. So Martin Brundle qualified on pole, his car was fine, for some reason couldn't do the pre-race warm-up, for some reason can't take part in the race, and they're just going to completely ignore the first grid slot. I think it's rigged. It's the FIA, they've rigged it. Ferrari International Assistance, because look, they thought, okay, we'll get rid of Brundle for some stupid reason, then somehow if they can get rid of Barrichello, well, it'll be a Ferrari 1-2 with, Schumacher in third and Irvine in fourth. Good old Ferrari International Assistance there, because that's what they were dubbed several years ago. And, yeah, let's just start the Grand Prix. Oh no, now Barrichello's in first. Okay, whatever. Well, he's on the first grid slot, and... well, Barrichello actually heading down towards the first corner. I think he might lose the lead to the Ferrari, but no, he won't. Good. Okay, so we can now retire to this screen and just hope that Barrichello is able to salvage a point. Oh, hang on, Schumacher's pitting in already. Lap 18 and he's pitting in. And what are we pitting? Lap 23? Oh. Unless Schumacher's going to do a long second or third stint, that's... I know Irvine's pitting on lap 21. I think they might be doing a 2-stop as well. Might, but I mean, they're going to have to stretch their tyres at some point if they want to do a 2-stop. So, at the moment, I'm feeling reasonably confident. It's looking like Häkkinen is doing a 2-stop. So, yeah, another 23 laps worth of fuel. Yeah, and then, yeah, new tyres, more fuel. Perfect. 10.9 seconds. We didn't have a pit stop issue like we did in, was it Monaco? Yeah, it was Monaco, I think, where the pit crew messed up and delayed Barrichello's pit stop by 10 seconds. Yeah, that was, oh, that was a lot of fun. Well, actually, that race was brilliant, actually. I'm not even going to mock it, because, to be fair, we've had, I mean, this race has just been, well, I mean, at the moment it's doing alright, but the race weekend for this race has been stupid so far. The previous one was, but Monaco was amazing, so that kind of more than makes up for it. And Johnny Herbert, 3 races in a row, he's retired. Something is wrong with that Sauber car, because I don't think any of them have been driver errors. Right, so at the moment Barrichello's in 5th. As we can see, Alesi and Panis are coming into the pits now. Schumacher, I'm almost convinced, is going to have to. And Alesi and Panis have come out of the pits and are still ahead of Barrichello. I don't know how Panis has done that, to be fair. How did Panis get into 3rd? I mean, last time I looked he was outside of the points, and now it looks like he might somehow get a podium. Pedro Diniz is out. Yeah, Schumacher set a new lap record. That shows just how dominant he's been this race, as he's going to win the Canadian Grand Prix in 1996. From Jean Alesi, Olivier Panis, Jacques Villeneuve's home race has taken 4th, which I'd say is quite disappointing, but I mean, he's ahead of his teammates, so... wow. But I mean, yeah, Schumacher did really well that race. And then Panis, don't even know how he finished in 3rd, but he somehow did. From Villeneuve, Barrichello, Damon Hill. Who knows why Martin Brundle wasn't in this race? If someone can explain that to me, maybe something popped up on screen and I missed it, but I don't know. I really don't know. And that's the thing that annoys me more than anything. I'm happy with 5th. I'm just annoyed that that Brundle couldn't even take part. Yeah, and Johnny Herbert, a gearbox issue. Yet again, another retirement that wasn't caused by... It wasn't himself, it was a car failure. So, and where did Frentzen finish in 10th? You see, if anything, Frentzen would have been the one I would have expected to have got 3rd, not Panis. But 5th place, I mean, that's solid. We beat Damon Hill, Irvine, Hakkinen, Coulthard, Gerhard Berger, and apparently we're in 4th in the championship. Well, to be fair, we were only just in 2nd. But still, top 4 is all that matters, really. Realistically, Benetton, Williams and Ferrari should all be beating us, but I mean, we're still ahead of McLaren. Top 4, that's all I need. But I mean, we could quite easily get 2nd. We're only 4 points behind Williams, and Williams did not do particularly well at the last Grand Prix. Drivers' Championship, Schumacher. I thought it was going to be Villeneuve or Damon Hill, possibly a Benetton. Was not expecting Michael Schumacher. Well, of course, he hasn't won the championship yet, but we've done about half the season. Yeah, we've done halfway into the season, and Michael Schumacher's leading it. Yeah, so we got a point. And to be fair, Michael Schumacher's just turned at the past couple of races because he's just won the past couple. Before that, his results haven't been too brilliant. No. Okay, so that's everything, really. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm going to leave this episode off here. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time, where we start the second half of the 1996 season. So I'll see you then.